Welcome to Philippine Canadian Inquirer's Daily News Roundup. Here are stories making headlines today. Evidence suggests humans lived in the Philippines 700,000 years ago. A new study poses the possibility that humans had roamed Philippines hundreds of thousands of years earlier than previously believed. The earliest indicator of human life in the Philippines was the Homo sapiens Calauman, a 67,000-year-old fossil human remains found in Calao Caves in Cagayan in 2007. But the research published on Wednesday in the journal Nature pushes back the proven period of colonization of the Philippines by hundreds of thousands of years. Among the finds recovered from the recent excavations at Kalinga in the Cagayan Valley of northern Luzon were 57 stone tools linked to an almost complete skeleton of now extinct Rhinoceros philippinensis, which shows clear butchery to 13 of its bones. Using electron spin resonance methods, archaeologists found that the fossils came from a clay-rich bone bed that dates back between 777 and 631,000 years ago, 10 times earlier than the previously known presence of hominin activity in the Philippines. The research read, "This evidence suggests that early overseas dispersal in island Southeast Asia by pre-modern hominins took place several times during the early and middle Pleistocene stages." It added, "The Philippines therefore may have had a central role in southward movements in Walla Sea, not only of Pleistocene megafauna but also at archaic hominins." Expelled Philippine ambassador returns from Kuwait. Expelled Philippine ambassador to Kuwait, Renato Villa, on Wednesday evening has returned home to the Philippines almost a week after he was declared persona non grata by the Gulf state and ordered to leave the country. Foreign Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano welcomed Villa at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport last night, where the two dignitaries spoke with reporters and conveyed hope that the diplomatic standoff between the Philippines and Kuwait would soon be resolved. Cayetano reiterated that the Philippine Embassy's rescue of distressed overseas Filipino workers in Kuwait was done in the spirit of protecting our nationals. The Kuwait Foreign Ministry late last month accused the Philippine Embassy of a flagrant and grave breach of rules and regulations that govern diplomatic action over its rescue efforts. A senior official has been instated in the Philippine Embassy in Kuwait, replacing Villa. Villa, on the other hand, will be advising the Department of Foreign Affairs on issues regarding overseas Filipinos due to his very good relationship with the Filipino community, Cayetano said. Kuwait accuses Filipino diplomats of kidnapping. Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary Alan Peter Cayetano on Wednesday said that the Kuwaiti government charged officials and staff of the Philippine Embassy in Kuwait with kidnapping. In the latest development of diplomatic standoff between the Philippines and Kuwait, 3 Filipino diplomats and some staff of the Philippine Embassy who were embroiled in the rescue mission of distressed overseas Filipino workers were accused by Kuwait of taking OFWs from the homes of their employers. The Foreign Secretary, despite admitting that 3 of the 38 rescue missions were not coordinated with Kuwaiti authorities, maintained that the Philippines did not commit any violations. Quote, "It has been our argument from the start that there is no violation of any conventions, there was no crime, etc., unquote, Cayetano said. He defended, quote, "The 3 we believed needed to be acted upon immediately. We did it ourselves, which is acceptable, and it's a duty under international law," unquote. The spat between the Philippines and Kuwait emerged while the countries were negotiating a memorandum of understanding that will protect and promote the welfare of OFWs in Kuwait. The memorandum was Kuwait's answer to the deployment ban the Philippines imposed against the Gulf state due to the prevalence of OFW abuse and violence in the country.